I need you to text somebody. I need you to call somebody. I need you to tag somebody because every Tuesday we collide at the electronic altar. It is my honorable privilege to be able to pray for you, to pray with you, and to pray about you. My new birth family, I desperately missed you all Sunday. Hilton Rawls III, good morning, sir. I'm assuming I'm going to see you this week at the NAM convention. Missed you all on Sunday. I was at my home church covering for my pastor. Pastor Browning has been down the last 5 months, and his wife asked me to come cover for them on Sunday, and it was my privilege to serve. If you want to be great, you got to be able to serve. Don't tell me who you're over if you can't tell me who you're under. I am in a series called The Great Investment. Our entire church, our entire ministry is trying tithing on Palm Sunday. And this series on the great investment really is birthed out of something the Lord put in me because somewhere in the orbit of 82% of Black people don't own a single piece of stock. We are shifting some things with Target. Let me thank those of you who are registered at targetfast.org. I'm getting ready to post an article that came out last night. For the 8th consecutive week, Target has lost market share, revenue, and profit. Thank you all for holding fast. If you have not done so, I need you to go to targetfast.org and register. And I'll send you a digital directory of 300,000 Black businesses around the country that you can connect with. The great investment. I often teach, don't miss business opportunities. Don't miss business opportunities. When I was a college student, my parents served as the bishop of the great state of Texas for the AME Church. While my dad was there, this was 1992. While my father was there, they were living in Dallas, Texas. He's also was the chair of the board for Paul Quinn College. And while he was there, he had an amazing opportunity. A gentleman came to my dad and asked my dad to invest in a small fledgling Texas startup known as Southwest Airlines. It gave my father an investment opportunity, said that they had absolutely no Black people on the board, that they were about to be publicly traded, and they needed to diversify. My father refused the option. He said, nobody is going to get on a plane with a flight attendants or wearing khakis. Nobody's going to get on the plane where you don't have a designated seat. Nobody is going to get on the plane that goes to these small offshoot cities. And lo and behold, it blew up. Ladies and gentlemen, I am amazed that an airline that started just flying around the state of Texas became nationwide. So much so that their secondary hub became my home, Baltimore, and began to fly everywhere. It picked up like wildfire. People loved how casual it was, how easy it was, how laid back it was. And it became a multi-billion-dollar corporation. My dad, Bishop Bryant, missed a great opportunity. But what I want to talk to you about this morning is not missed opportunities. I want to talk about the call to being, the cost of being creative. And the cost of being creative is Southwest Airlines made an impact in the aviation industry. Why? Because they were different. Ladies and gentlemen, they became so profitable because they were open seating. They became so profitable when they only used one type of plane and most of the seats did not decline. They became so profitable, even though they didn't give you chargers and outlets to plug up your phone. They became so profitable. Even though it didn't matter whether you were flying from DC to LA, they still didn't offer you no meal, peanuts, and Coca-Cola. They became so profitable. Even though they didn't just go to major metropolitan cities, they still went to small hamlets and towns. Then 3 weeks ago, I saw an article in the Business Review that said that Southwest was changing. They are now going to assign seats. And I said, uh-oh, something has gone wrong. Not only were they going to assign seats going forward, but they're going to do what they had not done in almost 50 years. Heretofore, 2 bags on Southwest was free. And now they were charging. Somewhere in the board meeting, they were able to see that their competition was amassing $1.2 billion just on baggage fees. In 2024, their immediate competition got $1.2 billion in baggage fees. Here it is, the Southwest Airlines only was able to garner $62 million in baggage fees. So starting now in April, they're going to start charging for bags. Herbert Kellner, who was the founder of Southwest Airlines, led the corporation from 1966 to 2019. From 1966 to 2019, they never had a year that they did not make a profit. That may be until this year, because they've got a new president, a new CEO, and a new chair of the board. They have the vision of the founder, but they don't have the heart. And as a consequence, they are changing and rearranging the uniqueness of Southwest Airlines so that they'll be in alignment with what everybody else is doing. Within 4 days of Southwest Airlines making this dramatic announcement, Frontier Airlines sent out a press release. Frontier Airlines said, we are going to pick up where Southwest Airlines left off. Watch what Frontier Airlines said. Frontier Airlines says, now we will have open seating. And now you can check 2 bags for free. And as a consequence, in the last 2 weeks, Frontier Airlines stock has gone through the roof. The planes are booked to capacity. And Southwest Airlines is losing market share every day because they don't even realize what made them great was their uniqueness. What made them distinctive was their difference. Pastor, I don't know what you're saying to me. What I am saying to you, it is going to cost you not to be creative. What I am saying to you, it is a deficit when you do not function in your difference. Ralph Waldo Emerson said something so important. Here's what Ralph Waldo Emerson said. In a world that wants to change you to be somebody else, it is awesome when you can be yourself. Rabbi Zuri says one of my favorite quotes. Rabbi Zuri says, when I get to heaven, God is never going to ask me why I wasn't like Moses. God is going to ask me, why was I not the best Zuri? How have you become an assimilationist? How have you shifted the uniqueness of your identity trying to be like everybody else? Ladies and gentlemen, you've been looking for a sign. This is the confirmation. What makes you great is nobody else can be you. They can't beat you being you. Isn't it amazing? That if you do an autopsy on your enemies, you will quickly discover that what they hate about you the most is your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is your superpower. That you don't think like everybody else, you don't process like everybody else, you don't comprehend like everybody else, you don't talk like everybody else, and you have been missing the mark because you're using somebody else as an example. When William Shakespeare said it best, to thine own self be true. You're going to miss it every time. In case you didn't get the memo, unless an executive order was signed last night, and under this administration, it's possible and probable, but cloning is illegal. I need you today to be distinctively different. Today, I need you to go against the grain. I need you to kick against the prick. Because the moment you stop being you, there was somebody who was going to step up and be your greatest impersonator. There's a book that came out in the 90s that said, die an original because there are too many copies. Canal Street is now closed. The airport is on the lookout because you now can get arrested for carrying a knockoff bag. This is the hour for uniqueness. Find a way to do it, be true to it, and then stand on it. I wanted to pray today for creatives. Because do you know how hard it is to be creative in a culture, in a society where nobody wants to be original? To have that artistic flair, to think outside of the box, to color beyond the lines, to have the nerve to wear stripes with polka dots. That's who you're called to be. You march to the beat of a different drum. I'm telling you, throw people off when it is that life gives you lemons. Make orange juice. Do something altogether different that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. Can I pray for the creatives this morning? Good and gracious God, thank you for making us fearfully and wonderfully made. Thank you, dear Lord, for confirming that we are in the world, but we are not of it. I am so appreciative for how it is that you bless us in spite of us. Thank you, dear Lord, that we have seen the mark of difference on our lives going back to the 4th to the 6th grade. Thank you, dear Lord, that today we understand that we're only picked on because we were called out. Now, God, I pray that you will raise up for every person who hears this prayer their own tribe of creatives who don't necessarily do what they do, but do their own thing well. We thank you for the creativity, the great John, who cried out from the wilderness and said that he's going to eat honey, that he was going to have matted hair, but we're still going to be able to do your will. Call us to do something great. Let us walk in the uniqueness, even if it costs us relationships, affirmation, and positions. Put us where we're supposed to be. We declare it to be so. In Jesus' name, amen. Friends, I'm glad that you walked with me on today. Tonight, I need you to lock arms with me at 7:30. This is just a precursor, but tonight we're going to a whole nother level. I want you to give a unique offering today. I want you to give a unique offering today, a creative's offering today. I want you to give a seed of either 33 or 13. 33 or 13. I want you to go to newbirth.org. I want you to drop it. I want you to drop it 33 or 13 or 3313. Or use Cash App $ Crown Prince 07, 33 or 13. Give a unique offering, a distinct offering, something different, something out of the box, something unusual. Albert Einstein said the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. Come on, do something different. Sow a seed of either 13 or 33. Have an amazing day. I'll meet you at New Birth tonight at 7:30. We have sold out of our Bullseye Black Market. 100 Black businesses are coming to New Birth Resurrection Weekend, and I need you to be there. Yes, $ Crown Prince 07, or go directly to newbirth.org. God bless you. I'm cheering for the creatives. If you're not creative, it's going to cost you.